All right, so here we have a simple profile page where users could enter additional information such as their first name, their last names, their emails, and whatnot. Let's now add some navigational features such as perhaps a header above, maybe a footer down below, where we can add maybe some links or some menus where the user can interact with the application further. So to do that, let's take a look at some of the available um, navigation bars that are provided by Bootstrap. If we go to Bootstrap, get bootstrap.com, and then go into components, the components page will load, and it has quite a few templates of snippets of useful HTML. You can just copy and paste onto your page. So if you go to navs, and it'll show you different navigation schemes that you can use using the Bootstrap CSS library, right? So you can have tabs or pills, either horizontally or vertically, and you can justify these to expand to take up the entire width of the page. Um, you have drop downs or navigation bars, which are these top level bars at the top, right? That you can add and menus and or forms for you to interact with, and all sorts of drop downs and highlight, to show you where you are. So let's just copy a couple things here. Let's grab maybe these, not everything, just a couple things from here. And let's add this to our current profile page. And let's add it here at the top, right? And let's close this div, and let's close this nav. Okay. All right, so we have that. Let's see, what else can we grab from here? Perhaps we could grab the nav bar header. Right, this is this branding text that we have on the left hand side, and let's just grab that one. Let's grab that, and let's put it inside of our fluid. Right, and let's just close that div. Okay, and for now, let's just grab this this hyperlink here where we have the brand shown here. So let's copy that and let's paste it in here. All right, so let's see what we have so far. Let's go back to our login page, to our profile page. We listed, there we go. So it looks like we have the beginnings of a header, right? If we make this a little smaller, you'll notice that the whole thing scrolls up and down. See that? If this were a phone, what typically would want to happen is that we would not want the whole thing to scroll. Perhaps what we want is for the top header to be fixed at one place. So if we go to fix top, right, we'll see that there's some examples of how we can achieve that, and it's as easy as adding an additional class to the nav bar. Right, so let's grab that. Right, if we go back and we add it to the nav bar, we can paste it in there. There we go. If we go back and refresh our profile, right, if we make it small, you'll notice that now the header is stuck to the top, right, and the rest of the content is scrollable. But we have a problem. Notice what happened here with our heading 1, right? It's kind of been scrolled underneath the header, and the reason is that to achieve this fixed header at the top, it's using a positioning that a position attribute value that fixes it, right? Puts it fixed at the top, and to achieve that, it removes it from the normal calculation of the positions of all the other elements on the page, right? So everything else, right, the profile, all these input fields, they're no longer considering this header as part of the normal flow for the rendering of the other elements, right? So we need to compensate for this now, right? The one way we could do this, what we could do is take a look at the content of the page. Let's go to element. We can look at the body, right? And what we could do is to to compensate for this, we could push down the content. Let's look at the body. We could add a margin or padding at the top. We can padding top, right? And we can add maybe 10 pixels. Let's see if that's enough. That doesn't seem to be enough. Let's push it down a little further, and until we see that we're happy. So okay, looks like 35 pixels is enough. So let's grab that, and we can let's notice that this is not what I'm doing here. It's not permanent, right? If I refresh the page, right, it goes back to its original styling. So, but I copied it into clipboard. Let's go back and let's add that to the style here, and let's paste and say that the body, this is what I want to do, or style it with a padding top of 35 pixels. Let's reload the page and let's see. Okay, now we've made it permanent, but we know that this is a bad practice to add it here to style attribute or the style tag. So instead, we're going to move this to a style sheet, which we already have defined out here. Let's remove this style tag. Let's go to styles and make the change here permanent. Okay, there we go. Refresh. There we go. We have the profile with the fixed header at the top.